Hello, and it's time for Emerald Eats, where we highlight delicious food in our area.
Yes, and today we're joined by executive chefs Jason Wilson and Keira Matthews with Sun Mountain Lodge. So glad you guys are here.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. So Sun Mountain Lodge is a luxury mountain resort in Maytow, right? Is that, am I saying it right?
The
Medhow.
Medhow.
You just said it right before the break. Medhow Valley. Tell us all about the property, what it feels like to be there. I haven't been there yet, obviously, not because I can't pronounce it. But I want to go. I want to go.
We'll help you with that.
Tell us what's
So the lodge sits on in the heart of the Medhow Valley on 1,500 acres with just pristine trails for hiking, bike riding, horseback riding.
Wow.
All of the things you want to do outside. Of course, we've got the lake, so you could go fly fishing in the winter. Great trails right there for cross-country.
a great place to escape, right?
A great place to escape, and it gets even quicker and easier tomorrow because State Route 20 opens up, which is one of the most beautiful drives in the country, and you can shave about an hour off of that.
You know, they State Route 20 up there, they've been getting rid of all the snow and stuff like that. So it is a gorgeous drive to get there, go in that direction. I highly recommend that. Absolutely, yeah.
Beautiful. And Jason, you actually are not only a very talented chef, but you won the James Beard Award for Best Chef Northwest.
I did.
Know. And now you're a culinary director and executive chef at the lodge. So what are you looking forward to here?
You know, I love to cook from a sense of place and time, and where we are in Sun Mountain is ultimately a story of that. So we have a lot of great artisans locally. I'm going to show you a couple of things. Obviously at the lodge you can spend the night and have breakfast, and so I've created a Bluebird Grains farro breakfast risotto featuring some local huckleberries that were foraged last year, and then a BCS ranch. So right between Mazama and Winthrop, there's a lovely little ranch that does grass-fed beef. Their brisket sandwich on the Mazama store salted baguette. Now this is, I'm going to say that baguette is like local folklore. It is it's a thing that if you're there for over a week, you'll hear people talk about. You got to go to the store and get the baguette. So
I love it.
It's really fun.
So we were going to start off with the was the risotto first here, or are we going to do that? Yeah, because you know you go that far from here and you're going to spend the night, right? So you got to have some good breakfast.
You should.
Yes.
So let me tell you real quick. I'm going to serve it to you and tell you how we did it. I ferment the farro for about 2.5 days, and this is a great vessel of that fermenting farro. And what we do is basically add some probiotic to it and leave it in a warm area of the kitchen. But it adds a nuttier, richer, kind of creamier texture and flavor.
Beautiful. It looks very creamy.
I love risotto.
Yeah.
It's so fun. So we use a little bit of yogurt and some almond milk to make the risotto. Add fresh ginger, and then some Wenatchee apples. Top it off with some balsamic honey and huckleberries. So
and we can try.
Feel free to dive in there
and
see what you think.
So this is perfect for breakfast.
It's a great breakfast. It's healthy. As Keir said, the lodge has so many different activities to do. So I mean, I do some backcountry snowboarding, fly fishing, and mountain biking.
Is it great living out there, by the way, to get to do all those things?
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's tough. You have a tough day. We all have tough days. You walk outside and you see what you see, and it's captivating, right? So, there's definitely that escape from city living, which I still love, but having that balance is truly exceptional. And I think that's what the lodge can offer, is ultimately this lovely sense of place and time and balance.
Beautiful. Now, I have to tell you, I was being a bad employee and didn't look at the calendar, so I randomly had a conversation with Brian about how we could really go for a brisket sandwich.
Yes.
And then I did look at the calendar this morning. I was like, oh, perfect.
Yeah,
here
the universe heard you.
The universe heard me. Bavisha, our executive producer, heard me.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my gosh, beautiful. So what are we looking at here?
So this is a little creme fraiche sauce with horseradish and grain mustard. Real simple. Some baby kale. So there's a lot of farmers in the area, and right now they're doing some indoor lettuces for us. And then braised brisket. We've smoked it on site and then shave it nice and thin. And then I'm serving that with some pickled peppers, and a little bit of that salt, and then salted baguette. And so
Beautiful.
the baguette
is this the famous baguette?
It is. It is.
You're so lucky.
I know we are.
You know, Mazama is, if you blink, you will miss it on the way in, but is absolutely worth a special journey, not only for the pastries and the experience there, but it's a world-famous hiking area as well, so and climbing. So really fun place to visit.
Now, I want to jump into the sandwich, but first we have to talk about the wonderful wine that perhaps pairs very well with it.
So we chose a very boutique producer, Sonder, and we went with their field blend, a Rhone style. So you've got some Syrah, Grenache, Mourvedre, and it just goes very well and flavors on top of the brisket and all of it, because you've got the dark bramble fruit, the spice, the smoke, so it just lifts up all the flavors in the sandwich. So go ahead, let's get you a glass going here.
Wonderful.
Part of what we like to do is embrace this, maybe natural movement that's happening. And obviously it shows in our food products, but in our wine as well. We want to be able to support those producers.
Wonderful. Now, while we give this a try, because I know you and I both want to.
Yes. We won't be able to talk.
We're leaning into it.
Right.
Talk to us about how guests can visit. What can they do to come?
Yeah, it's quick and easy. You, enjoy your sandwich.
I am listening.
Just give us a couple
Well, number one, you can take the State Route 20, the North Cascades Loop, which I think Travel and Leisure called one of the top 5 drives, most beautiful drives in the country. Get there in a few hours. Once you're there, we've got a world-class spa. We've got outdoor hiking, biking, and something that's even better from a culinary experience is our cowboy dinners, which guests...
It's really cool.
Guests will, absolutely. Guests will take a horse round to the back to the homestead. Where
It's a whole experience.
It's a whole experience. And he will be there, or his team will be there, creating such spectacular food. We bring in a cowboy, and they talk about the history of the West and the Pacific Northwest, and they have really good food. And then you ride your horse back to the lodge.
That is the coolest thing
There's
I've
no
ever
other
heard.
resort in the state that has a cowboy dinner experience.
One of the great things that I think you and I saw when we were first out there, but my wife Debbie and I experienced immediately, that the lodge is part of our love story, which was also part of the attraction.
Oh.
You look up at night and you see thousands more stars than we're able to see here.
Beautiful.
And there's really fun little experience. So much to offer, so much to experience, great balance and escaped.
I don't mean to be dramatic here, but we eat a lot of food on this show.
We do.
I honestly think this might be one of the best things I've had.
That is spectacular.
It is so good.
That is amazing. Well, you know what? If you're looking for something really amazing to do, this sounds like it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm in my feels right now.
I know, absolutely.
We have a link to this recipe and more information on Sun Mountain Lodge up on our website. That's fox13seattle.com/Studio13Live. And don't forget, if you have a restaurant or bar you think we should feature on the show, let us know. Studio13Live@fox.com.
Have a great one. Cheers.
Take you another mile. Don't gotta